Hey, Crafty Catherine. She's on live. Hope you're doing well. Today I am I have an order. Hello, Barbara. As you know, I make these. These are actually little bags for my homemade. Hello, Susan Baker. Hey, I make these. As you know, ladies sanitizer. I think you call them out of fabric. And what I'm actually doing is I had an order for these for the homeless. It's okay, Susan. Don't you worry about that. And what I'm actually doing is these are some of my homeless projects. I make these washable, and then I fold them like this, and then, as you can see, I make these little bags and stuff it in a little bag like this. And as you can see, I have already made a bag full of these. These are the small one. Then I make the bigger one, for ladies that sort of, what happened when you get older and yeah, and you start to laugh. I don't want to mention, but these are going to be a little bigger and they'll have blockage. They are stitched on a different way, but that must be another. These are the one that I show you. And today, as you can see, I have actually cleared out a lot of things here. And I actually got a dining table. Yes, I don't know how much you can actually see, but I think this is the best I can do. And that is, I need to find, here it is. Yes. Oh, I didn't thought about that, Barbara. Yeah, I might do that. But these, I have actually never thought about it to make money out of it. But of course, it would be a thing to, remember. I bought these are actually washable tablecloth. So they are sort of waterproof. I got this very cheap. Sometimes you can get these leftovers for a fair price, or if you're lucky, you can find them very cheap in thrift stores, secondhand stores. You can also, of course, make these out of ordinary fabric, but I like them to be made of this material. So as you can see today, now I start out by showing you I bought a big piece of this, or you can just get them. So what I'm starting up is, of course, to draw and yeah, exactly, Barbara, and that's also why I am going to show you here in a video how to make these sanitizer. And feel free, I mean, to do your own. Today it is about the little bags because they are sort of emergency. Um, but I will, of course, also show you how to make the sanitizers. Um, because yes, you really spend a lot of money on products like this, especially when you get older. Um, Also because the best thing about them is they're isolating when you are out and you don't get cold. Sometimes if you sit down outside and it's freezing and you get cold up, and that's not very good either. So they're also helping to keep you warm. And these are made so you can actually rinse them dry because I made them with bleach material. But of course, you can use any if you have some. Hello, Kathleen Tita. How are you? Have you seen my sweetheart? I got my dinner table now. I can sew. Yay! I got, oh my goodness. 3 big bags are delivered to secondhand and down in the basement. I have even just, thrown out a lot of stuff. Yeah. And today I wanted to show you how far I sort of come by. Yeah. I got a dinner table. Yay. And I can assure you it's amazing. Yeah. I haven't had that for a long time, and let's see how long it will last actually. But for now, I think it's yeah, it's here to stay. Except I want it back because normally this table will be over there. But since I'm not finished painting, so it will be a while. But you know what? That's okay. Um, I have also cleaned out in the kitchen. A lot of things are cleaned out in the kitchen. Thank you, Kathleen. Tita. Later on, I can make you a private tour around the house so you can see I actually did make something. Oh, and I have to admit I needed to do it myself because it seems that to get my son to do it, it means I need to bribe him um, before he sort of accept to come and give a hand. So I actually called him today. Oh, you are in Baltimore, Maryland. Alabama. Yeah. Hope you're having a nice time. Oh, yeah. Isn't it strange to be away? I mean, it's like, yeah. And you have a whole new house you have to come back to. So, yeah. Today I'm making these little bags for these sanitizers I'm making for the homeless. Um, Reusable, washable, and yeah, and I have a call for them because a lady asked me from a special homeless place if I got some more of these. So I have stitched a lot of them, and now we are making these little. These are from washable tablecloths. So they're actually waterproof. Um, so, oh, thank you. Yeah, I started long ago because I have made my own sanitizer since, yeah, I got my period. And I didn't have the money for, and this time I mean, you couldn't get all these fancy things, and yeah, you can get these always. I can remember there was this very fancy, but oh my goodness gracious me, expensive brand of these one-timers, and there was absolutely no money for that because when you live on the street and when you have a grandmother to raise you and the money is very tiny, you really don't go out and waste money on something you just used once and then after that just throw out in the garbage. So I started sort of making my own of these, and I can remember I also made some for some of the girls on the streets, and I have taught some young girls to make them, and they are very, very happy because they save them a lot of money. Um, of course, you don't need these at home, but I like when you have them on the street or you're going to have them in your bag. I mean, it's nice to have them so they're a little discreet. So, yeah. So, and today it is, as you can see, a brand new place. Hopefully, this is going to be the place for a while. Yeah, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to be. So I'm going to do like this. And it was simply because this. Oh, yes, darling. Love you. Thank you for popping by and saying hey to Dad. Love you. Have a great day. And say hey for the family for me. Yeah. It is so nice to see Susan and Barbara. Yeah, and sometimes you can hit. It is very difficult to write if you are on a phone. That's for sure. So yep. And as you can see, I'm simply, instead of you're cutting two, you stitch them. Instead, I simply start up, draw them up, because I need a load of these. And then I use a lot of I have some sweet people that has donated towels and stuff like that I use for filling. And the important is that it is old, well washed towels that has not been washed with fabric softener, because the crap about fabric softener is that it actually make the towel water resistant. That means it is not having that great absorption when you use it, because it is going to be water resistant. And I can assure you, if you have one, you will actually see if 3 times you washed it with fabric softener, and you can actually pour water on it and it was just trail off. And that means you cannot use them as a proper in layer of these, because then there is nothing to sort of absorb what it has to absorb. So if you're making them, use old stuff. So, and that's it. And sometimes I wish when people are cutting, when you buy, they will sort of cut it in straight lines, but I think that is a deep wish. Never mind, because I can't get another one here. Okay, then I am going to take it this direction. Can I do that? The benefit with this is that you can twist it and do it like this if I'm lucky. I can take this with me. And I'm not going to cut all these out now, because I want to show you how to make them too. And I mean, I don't know what it is about me, but since I am grown up the way I am, it is like, for me, I think I feel more crafty when I sort of have a limited space to be crafty. You know, it's like I don't like to have too much room. I know it sounds crazy, but the way I sort of grow up, and you know, you sort of miss this tiny space, crowded. You know, it makes you more intense about what you're doing. It seems this is already dying out. So, yeah. Did it get us? Did it exit get us? Nope. I don't know if you try to have a pen that sort of I mean, you can't just. It has to be slowly to make sure it's sort of put a mark on it. And the reason is I don't know how to spell to sanitizer. I was actually trying to write it down, but okay, it's sort of started to crafting and little bags. I might sort of relegate it. So I hope you girls are doing okay and sending prayers for you girls. Hmm. That's it. Okay. So that means now I have simply drawn it up like this, bunch of them. And I am going to put them over here. As you can see, I have already cut some others in some different. So I'll start with that. And then I'm going to see how well this is going to turn up. And And I got a lot of these etching. Hi, sweetheart Sherry. I am making, I'll show you in a bit. I just need to cut this. I have just drawn a lot of lines here. Yep, I can see that one. As you know, I make these for homeless people. As you can see, I have made a whole bunch of these. These are lady sanitizers, reusable, and they're made of old towels like this, that has been boiled with vinegar to make sure I got all the fabric softener out of it. Otherwise, it will not absorb. Then, as you can see, instead of just have them like this, I simply do that. I make these little pouches here. Out of washable tablecloth, like this, plastic coated. You can also make them of ordinary cloth, but I like them to be waterproof. So, and then I simply fold them like this and stick it in here like this and close up, and you have a very discreet bag. You know, it can look like a cosmetic or something, but in here is a hidden reusable sanitizer for the homeless women. Then I got all this sticky stuff here. Velcro, I think we call them. And so that's what I'm using as a clothing. So here we are. I don't know how much, but this is actually the best I can do for you girls. So I'll simply start up by finding some. I have a goodie bag here, and voila, see, with all sorts of etching. And then I simply start up by taking, here's a beautiful satin. I think I can start with that. And it is simply just leftovers, and some are from very kind people that donated. And you know what? It doesn't care about the right color. Yes, I'm stitching with white and a yellow thread here, but trust me, it doesn't matter as long as it's stitched. And then I fold it like this, as you can see. So I have here and measure down like this. Then I simply take some of this and take a bit. Don't make them too small because then it won't hold. And I need to remember, yeah, that one is on the top. And that means it has to sit about here. You know, it's just like in the center like this. But I need to do it before I sort of assemble. I stitch all around and then I sort of take it down diagonal to make sure it's just one row, so I'm sure it's staying there. This was not a scissor for this. And as you can see, okay, it didn't get exactly, but it will do perfectly. And I need it there. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a little needle to hold it in position. And what happened to the piece I just cut? It is. Put it on so it is almost top here. Yep. And as you can see, Jerry, I got cleaned out so I could make some sewing, because it seems there's a lot of girls that have seen I got this. Sorry. Just make sure, as you can see, there is room for the trimming or this binding. And the best part is about this, it is you have to sort of stretch it when you go around. It is not very easy to stitch. It is a very new for me machine, so I need to. And you know what? You can always save these little leftovers like this because it doesn't matter. You can use it as a trim here. Take another color. Yeah, and as you can see, it didn't look. No, it hasn't, because it is so slippery and ugly. And the girls don't care. It was not as pretty as I hoped it would be, but it is ready for sanitizer. You do call them sanitizer, these? I hope so. I don't know. In Denmark, it's simply just bin. And voila, one more ready to go. So, and we'll take another one here. This time, I think I'll see what I got. Got some great stuff. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of magnificent colors in here. I think I like this one. Yeah, why not? I think cotton is the best part because the other one was some sort of silk satin. Yeah, not so fancy. So, how are you doing, Sherry? How much did you knit? Still knitting? I just got finished with the number 6 skeins of yarn, so I'm started on skein 7 and 8 because I have 2 colors. So I will probably think we need 10 skeins for the entire dress, and I am still knitting. Hello, Kansas. Yeah, I promised I would. Yeah, isn't it just cool? I got my dinner table. I mean, it's like, yay. Oh, I have missed this. Are you kidding me? I have really missed this sewing, and yeah, I have. So, oh, it's finally raining. Oh, that sounds great. Hopefully. So we finally have dry weather. It stopped raining. Yay. That means Denmark has sent her the water to Canada. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Tita Soto. Hi. Long time, sweetheart. I'm glad you're also doing okay, Sherry. Maybe I should show you what I'm doing. So, and Kansas, I got my water. I got my water. I'll show you. I am going to show you. There was just one word I didn't understand how to spell to in English, but what I'm actually making is this. Oh, that sounds so lovely, Kansas. I make these little bags out of washable tablecloth or waterproof material. For these are simply reusable for female hygiene, and these are washable, and that means they are also waterproof. That means they are excellent for the home. And this is okay, sanitary napkins. Thank you. You know what, Kansas, I need to write that word down because I really hadn't had a clue how to sort of spell it. So is it exactly. Thank you. I like the old-fashioned ways. This is the one, the bigger one. I have two designs. These are for young people, and these are for the older ladies. You know, that sort of when we cough and stuff like that. So these are another, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's and then I found out when I shared them out for homeless, I have made them since the day I got mine. I was 11, I think, and I started sort of make my own. And then I made little bags like this for them. And then I started to share them out for the homeless women because women living on the street had that problem too, and they can't just go and buy all these expensive ones. And yeah, so I was actually thinking to show how now I'm starting with the little bags. Yeah, it's very important, and people don't think it is important, but it is actually. So and I can tell you, Kansas, this is actually very. Yeah, I made a ton of them for Christmas. I did that, but you know what? They keep asking for them. I just had a lady that called me. Um, if I could make some more for them, because for all these young girls, a lot of young girls actually found out that there is actually a lady that make these reusable, and so I was asked if I got some more of them, and yeah, of course I do. So I know I should be cleaning, but I think, you know what, I made a very bunch of stuff, so and you know what, I haven't been able to sew for a while because of my arm and shoulder and heart and everything, so I enjoyed this. So it was like, as you can see, I already got a stack of these made. I got all these made here, and what I need to do now is to make little bags for them, because I like when they come in bags, and as you can see, it's different colors. These are the smaller one. As you can see, it's that one for young girls. That's the one. And as I showed before, I haven't shown you this, but these are the bigger one for another problem. Also, they are very good if you're getting cold. And then I simply fold them like this, and you can actually do like this. If you do like this and like this, you can actually button them like this, so it is holding up like this because of the snip here, so you can fold it and clean it as you wish. So every most of them I made for Christmas is actually sort of given away. Oh, thank you. This is my design, and I know out there's a lot of other that has designed their own, I know, but so it is, you know, I do it my way, they do it their way. Okay, don't share too much information. I won't. You don't. But I hope you want to see how I make them. But I'm not showing. I'm not giving you any details or numbers. Yeah, yeah, I do the hard work. Oh my goodness, I have tried that before. You know. Yeah, I really have. So, but you know what? It's okay. Um, Here in Denmark, there's actually a lot of people, young people that make their own, and you can actually find them everywhere, in private shops and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, yeah, and My goal this time is I need 100. I need 100 bags. Yeah. Goal. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a big ask for them. Yeah. I am totally crazy. So actually, I have a couple of ladies that actually want to buy them for me. So I just need to figure out how much to charge for them, because actually some of the rich girls that, oh my God, they're gorgeous. Can I buy them? So yeah, oh, I love you too, girls. Yeah, we are just as crazy. So I am just figuring out. That's why I say, okay, I don't know how much to charge for them. So yeah, and I was thinking, maybe, I mean, if, yeah, I was actually thinking about, oh yes, I will. So if you go live streaming, I hope I can be there and say hi for you. Yay. Yeah, of course I want to. I'm stalking you girls very quietly. I was actually thinking about $5 for one like this, including the little bag, but I don't know if it's, because it is reusable, and the time, maybe $24, 25. I don't know. It's sort of, I need to go and Google to see if there's somebody that has put some for sale, and see what they're sort of charging. But here you sort of get, but on the other hand, you can actually have 40 one time of these for about $1 here. You can buy them so cheap. Yeah, and that's why I say $5 for one like this, included their bag. If you take the materials, the time, and yeah, and the electricity power, there's a lot of work with them. Yeah. But these are for free. Some of the, most of the materials, I actually, it's very, I mean, generous, donated for me from very kind people that actually have read my article in, as you can remember, I was interviewed, and yeah, the same, actually, 25, 30 krona, if you want them in stores. There sometimes, there actually one girl, she demand 50 krona for one. I mean, it is a little crazy. So I think I am going to say 25 krona, or I could say 5 for 100 krona. 5. If you buy 5 of these, you get them for 100, and that's 20 krona. So that. I think that would be okay. So, and some people might have them in cotton. Yeah, $5 piece would be spot on. Yeah. Yeah, like a punch card or something. Yeah. Yeah, but they don't have one of these. So I think, and I think that's the brilliant part of it. And you can do like this. You can clip it together like this and fill it in. And they're also made of fleece fabric. I mean, or yeah, yeah. Mm, I can do that. And that's, I think, was a very brilliant idea from my part. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. That sounds great. Oh, yeah, but I still have to make a lot of these pouches, but because these are for the homeless girls, they're getting 3 of them. Yeah. So, but yeah, you're right. I will do that. Great idea. Yeah. And don't, yeah, they can buy them separate. So, yeah, exactly. I think that the this take longer time to make than to make one of these, actually, but I am going to show you how I make them. Diaper dresses. No. What a diaper dresses. Just a second. Um Hold on, Soto. I don't know what you mean, but I also make these. As you can see, I make these. These I have made these. These are also made from cotton, and they are meant for you to take. I mean, if you have right now, there's no feeling, but you can actually here put inside. If you don't have, you know, like this, a wash. You call it a wash, like this. Then you simply do like this, fold it like this, and you simply put it inside here, or you can sort of place it like this. If you can use a fabric diver, yeah. So, and I know I promised Sherry to send some for her. But it seems that it is very difficult for me to ship to Canada. I have now sent 2 packets for Marina, and she says she has not gotten any of them. But the problem is that I can't give her any numbers because they only have Danish tracking numbers. And you know, if I have to start sending it as a value packet, I mean, I am going to, yeah, I have even sort of paid more than I got for it, so to speak. So, but yeah, I hope they are going to. Other ways, I have lost a lot of money, and so because then I simply just give her money back, but it is so frustrating. And then I had a friend who said, yeah, but the post office keeps saying that it is arrived to Canada and it should be delivered. And I can't, you know, sort of, I can only trust she's telling me the truth. But you have heard of people that sort of, you know, I didn't get my stuff, so I want my money back, and you have no guarantee or proof that it is true. Um, so I don't know. Um, so I just need to figure it out. Yeah, thank you, Sherry. But I'll see what I can do, Sherry. Because I am also told that there are new rules for Canada. I have to write exact what it is in the packet, how much it costs. I can't just write clothing. It has to be specific. It is a t-shirt. It's this, and because of the customer, yeah. And I was doing her a favor, so she didn't have to sort of pay a fee for getting a package. So are you doing? Yeah, Miss Denmark has been, out of. So, but I am doing better. I can assure you. So I'm starting on a very healthy diet. So yeah, I am eating a lot of greens or veggies. So drinking a lot of water. Yay, and I just cleared out so I could make my sewing and make a space for my computer, so at same time can get. I see it want to have some power, so I just put a power here. And also I can get a power supply. Yay! So I have missed it. I mean, to be creative and as you can see, I gave up on these plastic bottles. So I started to buy this chocolate milk. Yeah, I have been busy cleaning out and making these sanitizer. And now, because I share them for the homeless, and I even had some who want to buy some of them. And what I'm doing now, Kitty, is I'm making these little pouches for them. And I have also talked about the price point, but I will go, as you say, Kansas. They can have them for $5 each. If they want this, they have to pay extra. Oh, you have, Kitty. So, I have here that I am going to show you how to make these, but I am showing you my design here, and I am not going to tell you measurement. You have to, if you have the pattern, I'll show you what to do with it. But I also say, if you use old towels, don't use these that has been washed with fabric softener. Fabric softener does that. It makes it waterproof. That means it cannot absorb. Oh, oh, I'm not. So you need to have some very old towels, and they have to be never washed with fabric softener. Because if you take a thing you have washed and use fabric softener, I mean, it is making it not absorbent, because what it actually does is it's block the fiber. So I have done that when people are giving me these. I boil them, give them a 60 degree, I think, with a bottle of vinegar. And sometimes I even give them 90-degree boil wash. And sometimes I actually have to tell people I can't use them. Yeah, you can do that, Kansas. I do that if somebody give me some of them. Yeah. Yes. So and it is just for notice, and fabric softener isn't very good for anything. And I mean, it's sad, but a lot of these things that you actually buy and wash, it is like it's actually more and more you see it say do not use fabric softener, but people are doing it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Yeah. I need to get something I can put these into. And but what I have done here is I have, when how they dry them, because it's bleach, it's already feel dry when you rinse them. For example, I give them a small towel like this, and they sort of squeeze them around, and you can simply wring it like this, and you can hold it for a second, and then they're using these hand dryers and just dry it at the surface, and then it actually feel dry. You can actually still use it even if it is a little damp inside. You can actually still use it because it will still absorb. And yeah, and then you can actually reuse it, and towel can even have a very high absorption to it, and the bleach does that it doesn't feel wet. So that's why I use it like this. Yeah. So so what I'm actually doing is that when I share them out, I actually give three as a set, because then you have an extra. So yeah, it's very brilliant. You can use a hand dryer for it. That's for sure. Um, so sorry, I'm sort of sitting with my bag. I don't know if you can actually see what I'm doing, but and see, I can get two of these with that small piece here. And what I'm actually using is all small leftovers. So also because Kansas, when it's raining and the girls don't have, I mean, they can't keep their things dry. So they said they're loving these because also in these little pouches, because as he said, it shouldn't happen. They're sort of getting wet. You can sort of very fast dry them, and you can't just dry. I mean, a paper towel. Um, that's for sure. Um, So that's why they really like these made of fleece. Of course, I can also, some of them actually ask for cotton fabric, and I found out, I don't know, what do you call it? Flannel. You know, if you have some old flannel shirts, cotton flannel, you can use them as well as a cover. Yeah, and they are brilliant too if you want cotton. Oh, you're trying to make one a rock thing. Yeah, are you doing the plastic bags? Yeah, I should do that. You know, I can actually do that. I can do like this. And if I do, oh, I can do like this. Yeah, let's see if that works. Then you can, yeah, I think it's like this. Yeah. Are you making it of plastic bags? Yeah, me too. I'm sitting very twisted actually, like this. Then I have to sit like this. So here it is. Yay! I need to make me something, you know, so I can read the comment. Why do I always lose the end of this? Here it is. It is very new because it's first now I got sort of room for stitching or sewing. I'm very happy for it. And I was thinking, you know what, I am going to show you girls and do some sewing, because I was actually going to make a little, yeah, thank you, yeah, like this, because it is a new way. I have never actually sit like this before and had all this space. That is pretty new. Yeah, sorry, I do. Yeah, and I have oiled her. Yeah, Kansas, I have oiled her, kept her dust free, and she is an angel, and I thank you so much, because I know there were some garden angels. Yeah, she really sounds good. She sounds a lot better than the old one. And I thank you so much for it. It was really a great gift you helped me with. So thank you. So I am taking good care of her. So she is precious to me. And And you know what? You don't need all these expensive, I mean, incredible, can do it all machine. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Kansas. Yeah, I mean, she really sounds like it. That this is absolutely a good home for her. I mean, um, and don't be afraid of buying. I mean, secondhand, old. I mean, I really believe that they have a soul, and she has been used a lot in the past, and I think she has missed it. So yeah, and I mean, should it happen, if the engine is going, I would gladly pay for a new engine in an old machine, because to have it fixed, because I mean it can last. Yeah, I will come up with a price, Barbara. Yeah, I promise. Oh, it was really good to see Miss Kitty. I have missed my Miss Kitty. Yeah, and I have missed this sewing, talking. Yay. Hi, Chris. Welcome, Kristen. Yeah, you finally made it. Yeah, but you know what? I sort of talked with Kansas that this is actually a good time for you girls. When I start up here at this time on my time zone. Yeah. So, you know, it has Kansas. This has this very nice old smell to it. I mean, she smells so familiar. I mean, it's yeah. I'm so in love with her. So, oh, you do that? Oh yeah, a snack is important. We can't live without our snacks. Listen. Oh, you had cheese, yeah. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh. It is not easy. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, yeah, he will come tomorrow. Because, I would like it to have it here. So what I really need is to sort of have a holder. Yeah. So because then I am able to see it. Because because I don't have a camera, I have my laptop. I don't have a fancy camera or any professional. I just have my good old new laptop, or as you call it, a webcam. Yeah. So, oh, you had a Twix peanut butter. Oh, and some leftovers for supper. Yeah, I had just my greens. I mean, I eat garlic, celery, onion, carrot. I mean, reduced fat peanut butter. Okay, I have never tasted peanut butter. I have never. I actually don't know how it tastes, and I have actually never seen peanut butter here. Um, so I really don't know how it tastes. So, but I know Elvis Presley wanted peanut butter banana sandwich. Oh, it's creamy. We actually eat a lot of chocolate, not cream, like Nutella, homemade Nutella. You do that. Oh, Susan, sending prayer. Sending prayer, Susan. Thank you for coming by. And God bless you, my friend. Yeah, I hope it's getting better. Go lay down and rest, please. You're welcome, sweetheart. I got an idea because I had one of these. But I don't know if I can actually. No, it doesn't fit. Yeah, it does. But would that help? It's it's improvising. It's actually from an old searcher I had that broke down. So I saved a lot of the part from it because I was actually thinking I could use it, you know. Because it is actually cheaper to buy these big ones. Because often I have a small amount left, and then I don't want it on the serger because suddenly, as best as you're sewing, you ran out of thread. So, and I am, doing a lot of sewing. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing, Kansas. It's a very good thing to have one of these with tension to it. Yeah. No, it depends on how much weight it is, Barbara. I don't think it costs the same for me if I send it if I send it from in the country, I mean locally, it costs absolutely the same to ship it for Kansas or Canada. So, but it is a little pricey. The cheapest I can actually do it, and the best way is actually to send it as a stamp packet, as a letter packet. And normally it's okay to send it that way because it's getting there. The first thing is I have shipped for Marina before in Canada, and she got it. All the other girls got it. The problem if you send it as a value packet from Denmark, you can actually, because our post service is a theft of idiots, that sometimes I can risk the sort of steal their content and ship the empty package. And it cost a leg and an arm for saying it, but I can ship about 500 grams or 2 kilograms from 90 krona. So that I can do, Barbara. But I am going to I figured it out. As soon as I have the new prices, because they have just changed the prices, I'll put a note onto it. I promise. Yeah. Um, would you like to see how I sort of make one of these? How to make one of these like this? I can show you how to make one of these. I am going to need here, and first of all I need a background, and then I have this special treated bleach. It's a very heavy duty, and this has actually been treated by washing it. I know it sounds crazy, but I have actually washed this with fabric softener because that is the bottom layer of the sanitizer. Um, okay, this is absolutely not the brilliant pair of scissors. So I need to go and pick up some better ones. That's for sure. So, and it's over here. And then I simply cut out of a better quality. As you can see, I got some leftover, very soft. It is actually, I made a sweater for Chopper in this. Diamond painting. No, I haven't. Is it where you put little diamonds on paper? I think I actually saw I saw it. We had it in one of our craft stores. They called it diamond painting. Yeah. Postal code. It is Denmark. My postal code is 2200. You know what? It is easy for me if I do like this. This is me writing. This is my, oh, you forgot Denmark. That is me talking. Yeah. So what I'm needing is this. And I got this piece here. Oh, euro. I think that is $35. $35. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. So what I have done now is taking, as you can see, old towel like this, so it matched like this. And then I simply take extra double in the center here. And then I simply stitch it like this. So it overlap a little bit like this. Too small, you do like this, so you have a thick center part here, and place it here. And what I'm doing is that I am actually starting to stitch it together like this. It's more, so the layers are actually staying firm when you wash them. and you just simply you're stitching zigzag like this. So you can actually see I made an extra padding here. And I actually need a piece more, but I got this, but I can feel I got some oil onto it. So I just need to figure out where was it oil everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, it is too oily. That means it's not good. Just a second. Got an extra. Like this. Only one like this. So you need actually 3 of this. Okay. You should say, you know what? How my bobbin thread? It is out of bobbin. Oh my goodness! You just said it. Oh, oh, Francis, yes, my bobbin is. Oh, yep, it was timing. It was really timing. Yep. How is my? Yep. So let's try again. So 2, 2, 3. Yep. And normally I would sit inside the other room with my hand sewing machine to do this. To sort of save the engine. Yeah. Then I simply, as you can see, I trim it a little bit here because I need the space here. And then I take the other that was similar length like this, and simply with zigzag here around the edges. No, it didn't like that. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, goodbye, sweetheart. It is so. I have enjoyed your visit. Thank you so to my friend Tita. Glad to see you, and please take care. And of course, we'll see you live. Love you. Yeah, and you take care. As you can hear, it is very tough for her, so that's why I normally make it on the other hand sewing machine, the old Singer. Also because this is very fluffy, fnugging. You know, when you cut in towel, it's sort of fluff in bits and pieces, and I don't want that inside my machine. So, and as you can see, it fit like this. And what I'm going to do now is to stitch it firmly. And that means I'm going a little further in. And see if it what I'm actually doing is stitching it 1 centimeters inside. And voila. And as you can see, I have stitched it as a square and it's stitched firm to the back side here. And what I'm doing next is I'm taking the soft side up, place it on top of it like this. What I am doing is here I only have one needle. But that's okay. What I'm going to do now is to stitch around it, but without stitching in the double layer. So I'm just stitching as you can see. What I have done, as you can see, I have actually that centimeters over here, and this is how the front is look like. And then what I'm actually doing is I'm pressing it out like this. And cut it so it is firm. And then I give it a stitch all around here. And to finish off, I actually go inside and take my serger and give it a nice etching. So if you'll hang on, I'll be back. Sorry, girls. Yeah, actually, I have actually seen a pattern for it, Barbara. Yeah, I have actually seen. I will look for it, Barbara. I'll make a note. Um, Dark diver. Oh, it's a P. Yeah, I'll have a look. Here you are. Here it is. As you can see, I use my serger. I think it is called a serger. You can also, of course, use, if you don't have a machine like that, you can use a normal zigzag from the machine. And then I got these, and that means I need to stitch by hand. Here, and I think I'm going to put these in here. Okay, thank you. Oh, you don't have, oh, that can be tricky, Kansas. I can assure you, when I got my serger, it took me, yeah, it is, oh yeah, I was about to tell you, it took me 4 days to figure out how to retread that damn thing. And I can assure you, I was furious because it keeps sort of, I mean, mess it up, and I have to start all over. And it was like, and you know, and you're sitting with your this book, and you have to sort of peel something out, and this has to put, and you know, it was like hell on earth. So I can assure you one thing, that is why when I can see there's a little bit left on these, I very quickly put a brand new on it, because I really don't want, I mean, to risk that thing. I can assure you. So it has a very neutral light blue. Oh my goodness gracious. It is, so that's why I when people ask me, do you only have that? Oh yeah. I am not changing. If they come and want me to use my serger on that about 40 centimeters of stitching, and want me to refret the serger in that color, I say no way. I mean, no, no, and no. because I actually had a time I couldn't use it for 6 months because just the thought of me going to sit and you have to use tweezers and I mean honestly no. And what I'm actually doing here is I'm stitching all around here like this. Yep. And you know what? Cause a zigzag is just as it just look nicer. Yeah. And as you can see, I put it in the center and then I can actually close it up here and put the other here. Yep. Yeah, it's trims as you go exactly. But sometimes you have to be careful not to cut too much. You really have to pay attention because if you get a little out of control, it actually cut the fabric, and that means you can make even more damage than if you make a wrong stitch. You can fix it, but when you use a serger, it is, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that when you cut a lot of things. Yeah. So, then I have one ready for another go. And voila, have a look at this. Now I got this, and we got a diaper, a sanitizer, clever, like this. Folded, it is a little heavy duty. Fold it like this, up, and again, you can click it together like this, and you have like this. And I think we should see, I have that. Do I have one here? And let's make one of these for it. The last one. Okay, this is going. Yeah, it is. It is a lot of work. It is. And as you can see now, I am making like this. Let's take a green one here. Okay. And then we are going to okay, I lost it. You have to consider when you actually stitching in this towel and you cut it, it can dust a lot. So I am going to tell my girls you need to be dusted and cleaned. Ah, it has to be. I have to be a little concentrated. While doing this. This because it is very small. It's not very wide, this binding, but it has been free, and you know, girls, we do love free stuff. So it is always nice with free stuff. Yep. you are. Now, Kansas, you have seen the entire procedure. How to make a complete set like this. First we made this, then we made this, put it in, and voila, here we got it, fixed or fatted, what we just made. Sanitizer like this, and this is a heavy one, like this one is also heavy. Yeah, thank you, Kansas, thank you. So and you know, you can use any leftovers of this bleach material. Yeah, and you can also use all if you have some flannel fabric, if you want cotton, but you have to consider cotton doesn't dry as fast as bleach does. So the girls actually say they want this, but it's up to you how to sort of make them. Then I'll show you how I make these. These are actually made of cotton and some water tight because they are for grown-up girls that sort of, you know, careful not and then you, oh shit, I just peed my pants. So they're actually for, yeah. And we also have some of these girls out there that need that type of sanitary napkins. Oh, yeah, thank you, Crafty, Miss Kitty. Yeah, but you know, Kitty, actually, there was a lady that actually asked if she could buy some from me, but I don't know how to charge for them, or so I was actually thinking I would see if I could, you know, find a price for them. So people are actually kind of jealous, you know, when I sort of, you know, share them out for the homeless girls. And then one day, actually, a lady, a very fancy lady with a, you know, expensive fur coat. It was like, and she actually asked if she could have permission to buy some of them. And I was like, no, because first of all, I didn't know. Yes, yes. uh, so, yeah. Because you know what? And when you do this, Vinky Tinks, so 5 times a day, it is quite a amount of money. Yeah. So I wear them. Yes, I do. I sincerely wear them. Because, you know, it's like annoying. So, or you know, when you're seeing a really funny movie and you start to laugh, and suddenly, yeah, I mean, I won't even say it, but you know, it's kind of, You know, and the most embarrassing is if it starts to getting a little moist, you know, where when you sort of stand up, right? So I found out I am how to make my own. Oh my goodness. Then you better be careful, Miss Kitty. Right? You better be careful. So, yeah, that was it for today's live streaming. And yeah. And you also know some of them, you know, you can buy. They are so big, so you can actually see them underneath your clothes. If you want a nice dress on, right? And it is so embarrassing. I mean, I saw an older woman. She was wearing tights, and you can actually see her big diaper. So, and these are very discreet. Oh, you are so much welcome, Kansas. Thank you for sharing with me and stay with me. And it has been so good to, yeah, yes. Oh, yes, Kitty, yeah. Whew. And then they are really good. I can assure you. So, but it has been a pleasure for me to show you. I got a sewing space, and it is actually, Kansas, my first day of sewing. Yeah. So it really is. I mean, so, but you know what? I have enjoyed it. And Kitty, Miss Kitty, next time I am going to show you how I make these for big girls. And show you how to make them very discreet. And still they're very useful. And of course, they fit in one of these. So, kiss to all of you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I need a hot shower before I go to bed, and then I will do like this. I need to do that. So, yeah. So, I think I am done for now. And I can assure you, I can also feel it in my behind. I have sat on a chair for so long. Yeah. Oh, and stretch. And don't forget the water. I won't. Oh, yes, my lovely one. I hope so, and I will do it at the same time, Capsule. Thank you for being here and joining my hygge and crafting. I love you, girls. So, yeah, my bum got numb. So, I just need to smack and sort of, rock my curves to the kitchen. So, I'll do that. God bless you. And I just need to find my mouse, and it's right here. So, yes. Yeah, oh, mine too, Kitty. Mine too. Yes, my legs will fall asleep. That's for sure. I want to say I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 made today of these little pouches while we were talking. Yes, love you, and one sanitizer. Bye, lovely ones. I love you. See you. Yeah. Thank you